Hello everyone, it's your boy Genius out at the range today with the Army FX V22. As you know, I have highly recommended the FX V22 Pro, and I still do. Actually, as I have already mentioned several times, it's on top of my Canik MC9 LS, and I am carrying that gun frequently. I've literally never had a budget-friendly optic that I have put on a gun that I carried because I trusted it. Now, I know that one of the most talked about seemingly budget-friendly optics is the Salih. I got a couple of those from them when they first kind of started coming on the market. One of them would just completely, the dot would go away while I was shooting it. Two of them just after 3 or 4 rounds, the dot would just kind of go to the left or to the right. It just wouldn't hold zero. One of them would not even line up and mount to the slide. I'm sure and I hope that they have done better. I wish no ill will against anyone, but just humor me here. When you have a bad product of anything, be that a gun, be that a vehicle, whatever it is, it causes you to lose confidence in it. So I don't have confidence in the product, but I'm totally not knocking it if you've had great success with it. This is literally the only budget-friendly optic I have ever not only recommended heavily, but also carry on my pistol. So I will say this up front: I had a friend, very bougie guy, only buys the highest end optics, and I was going to sell this Hellcat Pro. That's the reason I'm putting it on this particular setup, because I was going to sell this gun. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's been completely reliable. I'm just not a fan of the Hellcat. And he was overlooking at it. He said, "Do you have an optic to put on it? What optic goes on it? Yada, yada, yada." I told him I was going to put this one on there to do the review, and then I was going to take it back off and keep it, And he said, and so I had my 22 Pro. I showed it to him. He looked down and he was like, "Man, that's a good looking dot. Man, that glass is real clear. You shot this a lot?" I said, "Dude, a ton. I've had it on 4 different pistols, a carbine, maybe 2 carbines, and on the end of a shotgun to test for recoil and whether or not it would hold zero." Because that's been my biggest issue with budget-friendly optics. He's like, "Dude, how much is this? I want one of these." I said, "Man, use my discount code, dude. You ain't been watching my videos." And I said, "Go over, buy it." He said, "Man, well, sell me this one. Put it on there, sell it to me, buy you another one." I was like, "Well, why would I do that? I'm gonna keep this one. They sent it to me. I want to review it." And he just kept on and kept on. So that was shocking to me. Now, of course, he hasn't used it. He was just looking at the glass and the dot, but he was looking at the FX V22 Pro, which I have used a lot, right? So, and my wife, she wanted this one on her Rose, but I said, "Well, you carry the Rose. I can't put it on there. I have to review it." So I'm probably going to buy her one and just use my own discount code because she likes it so much. And it's everything that I say it is. Yes, it helps me out a ton for you to click on the link in the right-hand corner, use my discount code G210. Absolutely, it does, no question. But I'm telling you, take me to the cleaners. Beat me up in the comment section. I respond to everyone anyway. If it ain't everything I said it was, if it doesn't perform to you, in fact, I want to know if it does not perform for you. Absolutely, I want to know. This has been a flawless optic for me, and I've had nothing but success with it. It's never even remotely come close to losing zero. It stays torqued on the gun. I've dropped it on the tailgate. I have beat it on the tailgate. And I guess, say like on the SIG Pro or the SIG Romeo 1 Pro or 1, unless it has that shroud around it, the finish just eats off where the casings hit the rim of the housing. If I were to drop it, certainly without question, it's going to eat the finish off. I know because I have them, and the finish is just gone, just all chunked up. This is not a soft rubberized bed cover by no stretch of the imagination. It almost feels like metal. It's not soft is what I'm trying to say. And I didn't lightly drop it on there. And it didn't so much as even discolor the finish on this. That is shocking for $143 or so optic. No finish has come off of the other one. Is probably with the 1200 rounds I put through the MC9 LS, and also the other pistols I've had it on. It's probably saw about 2500 rounds. Nothing has came off of the finish on this. Zero scratches on the glass, zero haze, still just as clear as it was the day that I purchased it. Ask my wife, she'll tell you, because she wants my red dot, but I'm not going to let her have it. I'm going to keep it on the MC9 LS for now, but I am going to give her this one or put it on her Rose or buy her another one or the other. Meat hooks grabbing the slide lock there. Either way, I'm not a huge fan of the green dot. I typically don't pick up a green dot as well as I do a red dot, but I know people who are, so I don't shoot as good or pick up as good with a green dot. But either way, still holding zero. I put about 6-7 rounds through it when I initially zeroed it, and after beating it upon the tailgate, as you can see here, it still was holding zero. I pulled one down low a little bit, but either way, still been doing great. And I totally recommend the optic. Again, this optic's only had about 100 rounds through it, but it's literally the same optic as the other one. And just a side note, you know, I poured all that water down into it when I was doing the final 1200 round or 1000 round on the MC9 LS. So just for giggles, I pulled the battery out just to see if water had gotten in there, if there was any type of corrosion. I'm happy to report nothing. It was all great. There's parts of me that almost think that for $143, it's unbelievable how good this optic has been. I would take this optic, I promise you, God knows my heart, I would take this optic over the Romeo X Compact or the Romeo X period at $500 doggone dollars for that optic. I'm just telling you right now, it's everything I say it is. And if it's not for you, I want to know about it. I will go to bat for you with Fox Army. I'm telling you I will. Go over, pick one up. You won't regret it. Use my discount code G210. I will put a link to Amazon in the right hand corner. So you click on that, go straight over there. Use my discount code. I will be doing further testing on this just like I did on the Pro model, but I came out, zeroed it in about 6 rounds or less. Had about 100 through it so far since then. After dropping it and all of that, I'll do some more tests with it. I'm gonna leave it on here for now until and if the guy buys the gun, I will put it over onto another gun. The only thing that I would recommend that I really don't like about it is I don't like white gawky branding on my optics. I don't care if it's a Trijicon, Leopold, I don't care what it is. I wish maybe they would black that out, maybe engrave it, and change the adjustment for windage and elevation to like a flat head, maybe something a little more that you might have in the range bag a little more readily. But other than that, no issues whatsoever. Totally trust the optic. Go over, pick one up, make sure you know Jesus Christ is your Savior. Nothing more important in the world than that. If you don't know, ask me how. You can know how. Check me out on Patreon. It's literally the only way going into the new year that I'm going to continue to be able to do this, or at least do it in the capacity that I have been. $5 a month, it's not a whole lot. I get 4 of that. They take $1, and so it's going to take a lot for it to help. Me and my wife is really going to work on trying to get some more exclusive content over there in the new year, but for now, your support is coveted. Please go over there and check me out. Consider supporting me monthly, $5 a month. Also, check me out on Rumble. Hit the thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe. If you think you are, make sure that you are, because YouTube be tripping, as they say. And as always, be blessed, and to God be the glory.